Welcome, everyone, to the home of the war chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, the place simply known to some as the Dome. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Seminoles will put toe to leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense is on the field for the first time today. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame you can really utilize.
Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20. The Hokies want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Noles are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback keeps it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll toss it. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The give to the back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. He keeps throwing it like this for the Hokies, and the defense will have to sleep with one eye open.
And the defense is going to have to grip those pillows tight, because when a QB gets going and spinning it with the ability to run the football too and the diversity of this offense, it can be tough, and the Hokies fans will be excited.
He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line. And that's where the offense will set up shop. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is...
Nothing but green ahead. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got his man. Nice route, nice catch by this receiver. What's important for a quarterback throwing the in route to a guy in the slot?
Well, I think he has to have great timing. I think the receiver needs to get his right depth so that they know exactly where each other is going to be and when the ball is going to be in the air. These two have outstanding timing.
And I just love having a decisive quarterback. Like, give him options, but he makes a decision, sticks his foot in the ground, says, I'm going to get the first down, and he gets it.
Power football with the run. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. He'll try to tack on one more.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to...
Fires into traffic, picked off. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, no! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up. The give out of the gun. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's running in the open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Coming out with it, it's Goodman. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now in the same place.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to run for it. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. Looking to pass. It's Parrish. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Pulls it in on the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Seminoles are on the move. They're going back to the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He tries to take the top off. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
Still looking on the move. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down. Got it. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Pound 55 weak.
He's going to pass. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. Looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, he coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
35. Virginia Tech, 3.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down.
And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. And the defense has got in there trying to pick up some yards. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, no! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Trying to find his man on first down. He wants to go deep. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it first and 10. He's looking to throw it. Hugs it downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hokies will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. First down here for the offense. Going to the run to start this second half. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. To throw, it's Parrish. Working the middle, it's complete. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
Get set.
He wants to throw. He slings it deep to the left. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Looking for the score. Touchdown Seminoles. And the route is on. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Arizona State somehow, some way, found a way there in Tempe and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. To the ground with the back. And the Hokies will move the sticks with the first down.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal to go to situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back gets to give. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Hokies are on the move. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Fast motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Number 84.
That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Back to throw, it's Parrish. Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Seminoles will punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Ball in the air, intercepted. Bringing it back. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, going downfield for the big play. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give on the inside. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive here on offense, right? You're now into the opponent's territory. It's 4th down. Dial up your best 4th down play. Keep this drive going.
The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Calls his own number. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
To the air, it's Parrish. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Seminoles are marching down the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Florida State! And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Soto. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Hokies trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal.
Unlock. Hey, Cam. Ready.
Tries again to get it in. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Field goal is good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop.
The play action fake. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, no! And the punishment has been extended. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touched.
Picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. But this is just the type of field position this offense wants. The inside handoff. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Parrish. Zings it complete to the right. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Leaves it with the running back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why.
And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And some people might say that's piling on, and I get it, but they're not throwing the football all the yard. They're running the football, getting other guys in the football game. It's your job to stop it, and they're just adding stats to the stat sheet.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the